Hey, what's going on, everybody? Switching up on that. I usually, what's up, everybody? But no, it's different. It's a new day. But what's up? It is Sunday, February 4th, 2024, and welcome to a brand new episode of the Now Mind You podcast. Bow, 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 bow. This is episode 104 Manga. We are your hosts. I'm TJ.
I'm Matt.
I'm Bryce.
The three of us back again. As far as announcements go, first and foremost, we did learn of the passing of beloved actor Carl Weathers. I believe anyone who's a fan of action films, combat sports, just pop culture in general knows of the impact of Carl Weathers from the Rocky movies to Action Jackson, to like even funny roles in like Happy Gilmore and Arrested Development. It's like you can get a real stew going. I think about his scenes in Arrested Development constantly, actually, more than I'd like to admit. 'Cause it's just so random. And then of course most recently like his impact on the Mandalorian as Grief Karga. So
Yeah.
like, and he was even like directing some of the episodes, I believe, too, but definitely a bit shocking to me personally, because I feel like he looked like he was in great health, great shape for being in his 70s. Um, but man, what an impact, what a legacy. Now I'll pass it over to you guys if anyone wants to add anything.
No, man, I feel like you covered it pretty good, at least on my end. Rest in peace, Carl Weathers. Huge fan of me being a huge fan of the Rocky series. That's really mainly where I knew him from, and also from Predator and Action
Predator too,
Jackson
yep.
and all of that. So, he was supposed to be doing something for the Super Bowl next week with Gronk, but
Mm.
hey, we'll see.
Well,
But yeah, rest in peace, Carl Weathers, man, for real. Pass
rest
it
in
to you,
peace.
Bryce.
Rest in peace. That's all I got to say.
Mm. Switching it up as far as our docket goes for today, it's pretty full. So we are going to go over Hajime no Ippo, Sakamoto Days, Chainsaw Man, Kaiju number 8, Jujutsu Kaisen, and introducing our brand new series that, if you've been paying attention, isn't that brand new, but Martial Master Asumi. You're probably wondering, like, hey, why are they introducing this series now when it's 31 chapters deep? Because we were
We want to,
burned
and what you gonna
by
do?
Ayashiman. That is Matt using our defense mechanism, but we got burned
Hmm.
by Ayashiman, and so we wanted to make sure
Yep.
that if we were going to introduce a new series, that it passes the Ayashiman number of chapters threshold. But I've been taking away too much time. I'm going to pass it over to Matt so he can take us into Ippo. That's all yours, bro.
Here we go. So
Damn.
now I'm just, with how this shit going at Ippo.
Yeah.
So we got Hajime no Ippo, chapter 1447. This is called The Twisted Champion. So it's the day of the weigh-in. And Ippo and his team are all on the roof as usual, and they're talking about, how the fight could probably go. And, man, like finally Rosario's there because he did finally arrive in Japan after he just got out of jail. And Takamura brings up the fact that his weight is off, and like, what if he misses weight or X, Y, and Z? Fast forward, that's exactly what happens. He misses weight by a pound and a half. Now, in some instances, you would think, oh, well, whatever, it's a fine or whatever, he's fine. But no, the situation is, especially in the case of a title fight, the fight will just be off because the champion has to make championship weight. So does the challenger. There's no weight allowance in either direction. So with that, Mashiba's like coach kind of starts snapping him. Was like, what did you even come out here for if you was gonna not be on weight and all this other shit? Goes to calm down. Mashiba of all people is the one that calms him down and was like, don't even worry about it. We just gonna see. So he still has more time in the day to lose this pound and a half. He's outside running. And this is Rosario I'm referring to, Marcus Rosario. And yeah, so he's out running and damn near falls out. His manager picks him up, makes him run. It was like, you got to lose this weight. And he talks a little bit to like that main reporter. And in him talking to the main reporter, we kind of semi learn that Rosario's in a gang, gang,
He's
gang, gang.
connected.
Uh, yeah, he's connected, affiliated. Definitely one of the members, if you catch my drift. And we're going to learn a little bit more about Marcus Rosario. That's where the chapter ends. But I gotta be honest, the more I learn about this guy, the more I'm interested in him. But I'm also still convinced he's the devil. So yeah, I guess there's that. I'm gonna pass it to you, TJ.
Oh, on that note,
Mm.
the nigga has hair, or he's got a
Right.
sick lace front.
What a sick lace
Look,
front.
times have changed. Mashiba's out here holding his coach back, crazy. Here's looking to the second weigh-in. Hopefully he makes weight. That he can rehydrate, I guess. I know you said, Matt, that if he doesn't make weight, that's just a wrap. But I'm also wondering if would he get stripped of his belt? Would he get penalized, right? Hopefully it doesn't come to that scenario, but I guess it honestly depends on just how realistic Morikawa wants to make this specific story arc. Because there have been times in Ippo where shit's not ended uh in a fantasy, so to speak, right? It's not been like a typical protagonist story. There have been times where there have been realistic endings to certain arcs. Um, will this be one? I don't know. We shall see. But again, I didn't know that Rosario had hair. Bryce, I know
Yeah.
you're probably like, what's going on? But we showed you what that nigga looked like when he was first introduced.
It's like, so
Right.
did he have like the Kodak black like knots in his hair before?
But
Like,
there was no hairline though.
yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what was like. We didn't know if that was forehead or
I'm
like
still not convinced
But
this
skull.
that
hair.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was just
How we
not.
know these not antenna? We didn't get it confirmed.
The
Okay.
character design was wild and on the intro. Let's just leave it at that. But I got nothing else. I'm very curious to see how this ends up because again, it could go real realistic or it could not. But I'm still gonna be reading.
Mhm. Well, what we got next?
I'm gonna go ahead and say it, my favorite chapter this week because you know I'm usually like 10 toes and hooked in, plugged in, however you want to put it, on Sakamoto Days. But that threw me for a loop. But I'm jumping too far ahead. Sakamoto Days, Yuto Suzuki, chapter 153, titled What It Takes to Kill, titled haha, I threw that shit before I came in the room, titled Now You See Me, Now You Don't, bitch. Look,
title Silence of the Lamb.
ooh, the lamb
AKA
singular.
who this for?
Look, where do we leave off? RIP to a real one. Gaku got the job done.
Yeah. Where did we leave
Summary.
off?
Summary, right? Summary. Ninja. Pure fucking ninja. That's the chapter. Review. Somebody call M. Night Shyamalan because what a twist. What was that? Kawarimi no Jutsu? This chapter just adds another reason why I think we could use a Nagumo Gaiden, like a Nagumo side story, right? Like, why does Kaiju number 8 get a side story, even though it's on Hoshina, who we put respect on, real hero Hoshina? However, I would much rather see a Nagumo side story. If Yuto Suzuki has the energy to spare, which I doubt, because coming up with stories that somehow improve on the series every week has got to be tiring. But if you have some neurons you can spare, please hook us up with that Nagumo side story, because it's confirmed in the text that he's the apparent number 2 strongest in the order, right? How did he become that dude? Remember, his family was originally a spy clan, and that was originally the major that he was going to pursue when he got into the JAA, but decided to go assassin because he thought it would be more fun. What the fuck? And I'm still pushing for this. However, I understand as the more we get into this arc, the more reason why it could delay any potential anime announcements, because the anime studios have to be reading this arc and thinking, look, we need our animators to think about their families,
We're
and we
gonna draw this
think
shit.
about carpal tunnel, because damn it,
Hmm.
like, what the fuck is going on with the action in this,
Your
bro?
kids like to draw? Your kids ever think about doing this?
I already lost a pinky to this shit.
he
Well, your son Pinky
was
at?
erasing too hard. Pinky just had to go, had nothing
Pinky.
left, hanging on by a thread until one day it just broke
Then a
off.
tragic tracing accident. My man lost a whole
A tragic tracing accident.
That being said, we are 153 chapters deep, and Sakamoto Days just keeps on delivering. Like,
Yeah.
why is it not getting an anime announcement, dog? It kind of hurts at this point too. It's like they're just spiting us. I don't know.
And furthermore, where Kill Baby at?
Where is Kill Baby? He would have had this year wrapped up 3
Ben
arcs
wrapped this
ago.
shit up.
Um,
It wouldn't have been no art.
like,
So,
oh, you say Kill Baby? Nah, we don't want no smoke. X group
we
just
good.
retires. I kind of like that moment of doubt Sakamoto has about his abilities and fortune. The whole "why am I doubting" when he looks at like his old sensei. Hio's back is in the background, and I guess Nagamo too, right? And I thought it was a somewhat of a good break in the tension, and also like a good break in Sakamoto's demeanor. We never really see him despair. We've seen him be like enraged, right, when his family is threatened, etc. But we've never seen this side of him. I think we should maybe keep this moment in our back pocket because it could be a catalyst for another evolution in him, or something like that, or maybe it could be like a retirement flag, right? But it could also lend to the whole Shin being the main character in some way, shape, or form. Kashima, aka Deer Mask, pulling up like a broke ass Johnny Five from Short Circuit. That's never not gonna be funny.
Damn. Not a broke ass Johnny Five.
Bro, isn't he though? Pull up an image of Johnny Five on your computer.
No.
And look at, because you know I'm right.
I refuse.
Damn.
Bryce did it.
The recognition in real time.
That's crazy. I can't unsee that.
Okay.
That's hilarious. But for what it's worth, Kashima is the one who immediately notices that something's off. That fucking scar. And I'm pretty sure he was the one who was reattaching Gaku's arm back when Mr. Takamura said, "That's mine." Muto, aka Patsy number 12, he had to have known he wasn't about to get out of this shit unscathed, bro. Like, I'm sure he had to know in the back of his head, bro. They did him like it was Fist of the North Star. The way
that nigga was holding on to hope, bro.
Yeah, bro.
And that's all that nigga had was hope. The hope of delusion.
Mad delusional though. How the fuck was Asaki unscathed? He blew up right there. Does he have like some type of like nano machines or some shit? I don't know.
It's Sakamoto Days.
Some type of CEO bulletproof glisten or some shit. I don't know, bro.
Bulletproof glisten. Crazy.
This must mean though that Nagumo stole that dying nigga's whole fit, bro. like, how did he have the time to stage all that shit? Put the tech on him so the tattoos would appear. Like, what the fuck is going on? I was talking to one of my friends. I shout out Brandon. We were texting back and forth after we read the chapter too, because we were just like how did he do that, right? And I wonder if it's the same tech he used when, remember, he impersonated Sakamoto's wife early on in the series, and then he turned Sakamoto into his wife not too long ago when they were doing the JCC, the JCC arc, right, to find Grandpa Database. So I wonder if that's a set. But and again, just give us like a mini short story or something on Nagumo's background, bro, because it's ridiculous. How's like the fucking master disguises on himself and other people? That's crazy. All right, last bullet point, right? What's gonna happen to Izuki? Because we saw that last panel, right? Or the last few pages. The reason why I'm bringing this up is because it was originally thought that Sakamoto killed him. We saw that flashback too, like the face off at that abandoned warehouse. He thought Slur died then as well. And then come to find out the nigga was two people, right?
This nigga 6 people. That shit don't ever not be funny.
Yeah, do we see a personality switch get triggered? Is Leon gonna take over? Shit, right? Like maybe Nagumo might die for really reals now.
Damn, for really reals.
Hey, it might be Faith Evans next chapter.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Like it can't come soon enough, bro. I really want to read next week because I'm curious because Uzuki somehow has the ability to skirt death. And then one of the last things he said was, or before that was, I never liked that nigga. So it's like, we'll see. We'll see what's going down, bro. And he took out your boy Gaku. Oh, dude, if he finds out that Gaku's dead, will that cause an even crazier switch to flip? Because remember,
Gaku ain't dead.
he ain't living well. But here's the thing, too, because remember, like Asaki, if we flash back to high school or whatever, he was holding Gaku hostage over Uzuki's head so he could assassinate Flubber. The nigga with the shoes. Basically the dude who like pulled them into the order. Why can't I remember his name? But you guys know what I'm talking about,
Pump
right?
up kicks. Yeah, pump up kicks.
Yeah, Kindaka. Somehow pumped up kicks reminded me of his name. Thank you, Bryce. Kindaka. Like he was originally supposed to assassinate Kindaka because Asaki was holding Gaku's life over his head. But I've said too much. I'm gonna pass the mic over to you, Bryce. Go ahead.
Yeah. Look, there's one thing about Bryce Coachman that you can rest assured. I am always gonna root and fuck with a tricky nigga. I don't care.
He's got the data.
I don't care if it's a villain. I don't care what they do, and I don't care the plot. They got my support 100%. All right. And Nagumo, he is now my favorite fucking character because this shit was fucking cold. And I knew something was up. I just read it. I saw what TJ posted in the chat. I was like, I wonder what happened. And then lo and behold, we start off with the death thing. And then, just kind of that build up. And then we see this tattoo and this scar thing. I'm like, oh, wait a minute. Did Nagumo just pull a Houdini? Did he pull a fucking what's that movie with Wolverine and Batman? Hugh Jackman and Christian Bale.
I know what you're talking about. I forget what the movie's called. Where they're magicians.
Did he pull it? Did he do it? And lo and behold,
The Prestige.
Prestige. He did that shit. Fucking switch places and just stabs X just right through the chest. Yeah, you ain't like me, nigga. I understand why, nigga. Cause bro, I fooled your ass. You didn't even know. You didn't. That's the thing that get me. The dude didn't even know that wasn't Gaku.
Yeah.
And he just met the nigga.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking profile of his person to mimic him enough to fool another assassin and then stab that nigga in the back.
We need that Nagumo side story today.
We need it. That cut was pristine. And it was the invisible joint, wasn't it? Or maybe it was his ruler shit. I don't know. But still, crazy. This nigga Gaku gonna wake up feeling some kind of way. It's not only did he get his ass whooped, not only did he almost die, the nigga got his clothes robbed. He got robbed.
He did get robbed, yo.
And he knows he did. He know. He's aware. Yeah, man. This motherfucker here, he the truth. He is the truth. I ain't really got nothing else to add. I understand why it's your favorite chapter this week, TJ. It might be mine. Shit. Sakamoto, it's cool that we got this it's always cool to have an overpowered character like Sakamoto kind of deal with the fact that there's just these people that die and he has no control over it. And really he's just never there to save them. That's gonna be something that's gonna be like a growing thing of why he's always in charge. And it's interesting that he's there to try to save who he thinks is Nagumo, but it's fucking not. He ends up saving the motherfucker that he really should be saving. And how this plays out with Gaku later is gonna be interesting. Uh, I don't know how Gaku's gonna fit later on. I doubt he'll join the Sakamoto crew. But I don't see it as impossible. Yeah, this is just a fire fucking chapter. Nagumo is still alive, and he got the drop on X. Let's go. I know I should be talking about X meeting his brother and shit, but Nagumo stole the show. I don't care.
You
I don't
think it
care.
was low key like personal for Nagumo too because of Rion? Because technically speaking, that was his homie too.
Yeah, but that's the thing, right? Like we don't know how these killers like fuck with each other like that. Like we don't really have like an antagonist. Like we have like it seems like the order is gonna be the antagonist. So how these assassins kind of fit together, it's just kind of weird. Like there's no camaraderie. Like people fuck with Hio. People fuck with Hio to maybe like avenge him, but like the fact that Hio died trying to save Hisuke ain't nobody job be like, yo, I'm gonna train you because Hio would have wanted that. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
I don't know necessarily about the order being the antagonist because the antagonist has got to be like Slur in the X group or whatever. But I could see
this
that
nigga is
down
in charge
the
of the
line.
order.
Yeah. I could see that maybe down the line, it kind of like go ahead.
No, it's just this dude. If Slur is this evil motherfucker, there's one thing to be an evil motherfucker. It's one thing to know who made the evil motherfucker, right? Like this nigga made Slur essentially, and he's in charge of the order. I don't think that's a good fucking idea. And we still got Mr. Hardboiled. We don't know how that played out because clearly, dude has something to do with that.
Yeah.
So he just might be playing the string. He might be just playing the puppet master aspect of it, and this just might be the arc that kind of that brings all of that into fruition. Because we still got to understand how what's her name? Not Rika.
Rion or Akira.
Rion is inside of there.
Yeah.
Why she joined him? There's got to be something that made him be like, nah, we gotta fuck this shit up. So yeah, good ass chapter. Nagumo stole the show. I'm very curious about how this plays out later. I seriously doubt that X is gonna die. Maybe we'll get a little bit more dialogue between X and his brother. I hope so, at least. Yeah, I'll pass it on to Matt.
Y'all niggas that took it all. I ain't got shit to say. No, I'm just playing. I thought that Sakamoto was going to trigger or like tweak, you know what I'm saying, when he saw Nagumo was out, and then Nagumo doing his best Orochimaru impression turning out to not be dead like at all. Like, yeah, like damn, we got that nigga out of there. It was like, yeah, you definitely did. And that wasn't even me. That's crazy. You went that hard. That was not me. Maybe, well, in that instance, I guess that's more of an Itachi thing. But either way it goes, this chapter was great. Man, Nagumo pulling a rabbit out the hat like that shit was crazy. When I saw him pop out like that, I said, hell no. All I said when I was reading it. My wife was like, what happened? I said, man, I can't even explain it to you, bro.
Bro, I feel like your wife says that every week.
Basically. And I say the same shit. Like, I just couldn't even tell you.
It's a real nigga checkmate. That's what I call it.
A real nigga
checkmate.
It's a real nigga checkmate. Yeah, he definitely made the Survivors Hall of Fame with that one. The Mount Rushmore of niggas that's gonna make it is like obviously headed by like you put like Orochimaru on there, Eren.
Oh yeah.
shit, Kill Baby, and obviously now. No, think about it though. If we talking about
might as well put Hercule.
survivors,
Like, might as well put Hercule on that too.
come on, man. Hercule a hero.
Hercule is a hero, though.
Hercule saved the world, though.
Oh man.
Hey, and for as much as we talk shit about him, this total side note, for as much as there's shit talked about this man, and it's like, oh, he don't really do nothing. Keep in mind, he's keeping a god at bay at all times. Like, I just want that to be. I want niggas to really keep that in mind. Like,
he made a god be like, yo, I'm gonna chill out.
He has completely subdued Majin Buu.
This is true.
Whom we know to be on par at least with a form of Goku and Vegeta, and there's every version of them is a planet buster. So, let's just
this is true.
Let's just remember he's keeping a planet buster at bay constantly. Oh man, but that was all I had on it. That y'all covered everything pretty much.
All right, Bryce, you got a chainsaw?
Let's go on a chainsaw, man.
Yeah.
I didn't even mean to do that. I bet shit, but whatever. Chainsaw Man. A very, I don't know about y'all, but I feel like Chainsaw Man. Like I'm reading it, but it ain't moving me. I feel how you feel about. I feel about Chainsaw Man. How you feel about Kaiju number 8, TJ? Like I'm getting this action, but it ain't really. I'm ready for like something else.
Hey, that's how I've been feeling about Chainsaw Man too. What a world.
What a world. So Chainsaw Man, chapter 154, all pets. Continuing on. Pretty much this crowd is rowdy. They're fighting each other. They're trying to get their hands on Denji, and Nayuta is trying to stop it. She asked Fumiko to help, and Fumiko's like, hell no.
It's above my pay grade, baby girl.
I'm out this bitch. Goodbye. She did like a ninja move. That shit was crazy. But now she is forever known as the diarrhea woman, which I will respect Nayuta's decision to call her that, because she definitely ain't shit for that.
Oh man, I'm mad at that wordplay.
Yeah, I'm really. I was wondering how we was gonna get there.
At that.
Yeah. The journey is what pissed me off.
You're right. Like,
the journey to that destination angered me.
Ooh, dude.
Hey, you's a motherfucker, Bryce.
Hey, mad at that.
All right. Listen, and then I imagine this is Baron Briggs that's on the ground, like just crawling bloody, and be like, yo, this bitch did this to me. And by bitch, I mean he's talking about Nayuta. And
this bitch did this to me.
Look at my legs.
Look at my
legs. Look at my legs, Charlie Murphy.
Look at my legs.
Fuck your couch, nigga. He's covered there with that energy, for that Rick James energy. And the crowd, like, damn. Nayuta did call Chainsaw Man family. And let's go get her. Like, this crowd is just fucking rowdy. So, in the craziness, Nayuta decides to take control over one of the people and get Chainsaw Man the fuck out of Dodge, still trying to save her big brother. And she does try to put up a fight. She does use her powers for a little bit, which helps. But unfortunately, she forgot about Baron Bridge, who can't be controlled by her. And he pulls a blicky and aims it right at her. And that is the end of the chapter. Now, I think by this point in time, we all understand the type of person Tatsuki Fujimoto is.
I knew you were going to say that. I knew you was going to say that. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Oh my God. Said that at this point, I think we all know.
Like it's an inevitability. Like, oh my God.
I said what I said.
Oh my God.
So, it was fun with you. It was fun.
At this point,
she ain't gonna be.
I don't know what type of person Tatsuki Fujimoto is. This is crazy.
I'll just keep it at 100 with y'all.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's too funny. Sorry, I'm crying.
Just keep it real, man.
Ooh.
Yeah. I don't know. That's it. I think this is her chapter. I think this. Yeah. It's a cool chapter. It's a good drawing of that gun. There's too much detail on that gun. It's too much detail. You can see you can see the engraving on the damn gun. Like
Fujimoto was using his personal reference.
using a personal reference. Like, nah, fam. Nah. We know how this gonna go. I'm gonna pass it. I'm gonna pass it to TJ if you can talk.
I can pass it to Matt, bro. I'm still reeling over at this point. Like,
she finna get shot. The shit said click on the screen and it shows the gun. Oh my god. This nigga.
My thing is he waited.
He pulled out the handgun loadout. This nigga said, it's her right here. So she turned her back. Also, where these niggas get these primitive ass spears from? I've been wondering this for like 3 chapters. What the fuck? Like, was this shit on sale? Where did these niggas get these spears?
Oh,
that's funny.
They just laid out. I swear to God, I've been wondering this for 3 chapters, man. Ever since I was like, yeah, they got it. Like ever since they started this like mob shit, I was like, why does everybody have a spear?
It looked like they don't look like they just makeshift off the street. Like this was definitely organized.
Yeah, niggas went and like did like just like, hey, y'all come to my crib. I got about 13 spears for everybody. Like, yeah, all right. Like,
yeah, I blacksmith on the side.
You get a spear. You get a spear.
That's shit. That's what they was telling Denji a chapter ago.
Oh, nice.
But hey, this shit was crazy. This whole chapter was crazy because they was like, "Hey, kill her. She a kid. Hey, kill her. She friends the demon." Bro was like, "She a kid." Like, she said Chainsaw Man family. Oh, then she dangerous. And then when she told the other shorty, she was like, "They killed our family." She said, "Wasn't it just your pets?" All right, bitch.
That was
pretty cold-blooded.
All right. Pretty cold. Actually, yeah, I don't want you to save me no more. It's straight. Fucking monster.
In fact, I'm gonna see you, bitch.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where, but I'm gonna see.
Yeah, she gonna get out of this, hopefully. Ooh. Also, do we know that? Also, do we know that her getting popped is actually gonna kill her? How we know this not gonna unlock something? What if he shoot this little girl in her head and she start acting like the old Makima? Then what? Then what we gonna do?
Trouble.
Well, I don't know, because I don't know what that looks like in Fujimoto's mind.
Well, go ahead, take over, TJ.
Look, I think we just all arrived at the same consensus, because my first bullet point was, bro, Fujimoto needs to calm down because that last page is fucking crazy. Granted, it is one of the 4 devil rulers, but that's still a kid, bro. Like, even for Fujimoto, no one at Shonen Jump's editorial department was like, "Hey, yo, kids, read this. This ain't cool. You need to like." Or what if this was the best like what if the initial draft was something much, much worse and this was the calm down? Like,
it just came back down.
Probably this is the edit.
This is the edit. This is the calm down version. I'm like, what? Oh,
nigga, he can't throw a grenade at a little girl. Like, what are you talking about? Like, bro, what you saying? It's art, bro. Like, y'all motherfuckers don't see my vision.
We don't want to see your vision. Like, it's like, I'm your 7th editor this month. like, you need to stop, please.
All your editors end up on horse tranquilizers, bro. They can't sleep at night. What the fuck you be doing? Stop it. Chill.
Yeah, I'm just like, I'm on 2 wavelengths. Wavelength 1, what the fuck, man? Like, what are you doing with that last page? And Wavelength 2 is I also kind of want to get past this because it there's something more, I guess, exciting to me with the whole advent of the fourth devil ruler, devil queen, um, and getting to that. But like that last page, I think my last bullet point was not the I ain't out of options. like, I might not have my legs, but it don't mean I ain't got no more options on little
Right.
Makima, bro. My literal last part of that bullet point was I hope someone intervenes, but I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't. like, because it's basically my version of the at this point we all know who Tatsuki Fujimoto is.
That shit was crazy.
Oh my god.
Bro. Hey, bro.
like the
Man
fact
said
that
we
we're
all
all
know
just
who
like
we dealing with.
there is a high possibility we're gonna see a kid get shot in this series. That's crazy, bro. That is crazy. On Al Gore's internet. That's okay.
On our voice internet.
All right. I'm done with Chainsaw Man. What we got next? Kaiju Matt?
Yeah, fuck it. Maybe that's not the right way to approach it. All right, so we get Kaiju number 8, episode, chapter, whatever, 101. So pretty much where we left off, Leno came and saved the day. Leno's been getting his box set, getting his AN1 mixtape in.
Yeah.
They're showing pretty much now Leno and shit, I damn near Kafka. Damn near forgot our protagonist.
You forgot he was a
Man.
protagonist too.
Right.
like,
Right.
it's like, nigga, you've been holding this series down. like
So we
holding
had
it back.
Leno and Kafka running the back to back out here taking out these kaiju. And then we seeing a little bit of background on Leno, and it's, every time you save me, but now I'm gonna save you.
Yeah.
And Leno out here starting to go crazy for real. And this whole
Yeah.
time I'm like, y'all still ain't want to save Mina? Like
Yeah.
Mina not dead yet in all this time.
This nigga flossing before he eat.
Yeah, well, maybe that's it.
You gotta take that.
Yeah, I thought the chapter was cool. The action was cool. I don't know. I want if I gotta wait 2 weeks, the chapter needs to be longer.
Welcome to the fold.
Yeah, so that's really all I can give people. Like, if it's gonna be that, it just absolutely has to be longer. I feel like there's like so much more ground that needs to be covered, and in as much as we get like a decent amount of action, in a weird way, I can't help but feel like stagnant.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really know how to describe that because this was an action-packed chapter, and it's maybe not the case of like too little too late, like how we got to a degree with My Hero before we ultimately dropped it, but like it is a little bit of like we've been wanting this, but it also you're not giving us enough. Like you're giving us what we want, but still not. Like give me a taste. I need more. Like this shit should be at least 5 more pages. But hey, you know what? At least we get it every 2 weeks. But no, fuck all that. Because then bro just hit us with an art page. Something. You know what? I ain't even finna
I was like, you riled yourself up on that one.
Yeah, I just pissed myself off. I had to catch
Like,
myself. Bryce, I'm gonna pass this to you first.
Man, I gotta be honest with you. I enjoyed this chapter. I do enjoy a chapter where the number 2 kind of gets to shine, and then that's the backup. Like that's the first time we really got that with Leno and Kafka, and seeing him kind of have control over the kaiju suit is it's nice. So I think I just enjoyed it. I do agree with y'all. There's nothing really much to it, and I think honestly I think the best way to put it is we just want we just want to end it. We just want the finale fight. I think we're more interested in what will come later than we are of what's happening now. And rightfully so. I think we have so many questions. about the Kaiju number 9, are we gonna get the bug nigga? Like,
Sorry.
like I'm here for real, y'all. I'm serious. I'm fucking serious. I'm
That's
fucking
why
serious.
it's funny, Bryce.
Yeah, so I just think we ready to go. Um, it's a good chapter. It's cool to see Leno. It's cool to see the suit, but let's go somewhere else. Let's let's get to the main event, because like Matt said, this chick been getting eaten for what 3-4 chapters now. And honestly, this nigga
Hey,
is
yo. I'm just playing. I'm sorry. I'm a
nah,
child.
it's cool. It's cool. Yeah, this just let's get to it. Like, what's going on? Yeah, those are my thoughts. Um, TJ.
I I think I'm pretty much echoing you all. And we talk about it in the chat all the time. Like action wise, there was all of that in this chapter. But if we're paying attention to the plot and how it's moving along, did this really move the needle? No. And you know, yes, I agree. If it's gonna be a 2 week time period between chapters, then you got to give us more. But I think for me, what it feels like is, man, this chapter we could have gotten 2 or 3 chapters ago, right? Because what was the chapter before this and the chapter before that? It was Doom. Oh shit, I'm Kaiju number 9. I got Mina Ashido. You can't do shit, Kafkas. Sit your dumb ass down.
I
Shout out
sit
to you,
your
man.
dumb ass
Like he
down.
basically was like, sit your dumb ass down. You get deal with these like die kaiju, bitch. Right? And then the chapter after that was like, Leno and Ihadu going like, hey, we're here now. No need to worry. I've mastered the powers of the suit. And Iharu's like really nice with the blinking now, right? But
That
it's
somehow feels accurate.
it's like, but it's like it didn't like nothing, and it was this like big like not build up, but like this rapid fire dropping of chapters leading up to chapter 100, but for nothing really to happen.
Yeah, 100 really,
You
really.
know what I mean? Like it nothing really happened since then. And even with this chapter, it's like, yes, we're seeing Leno manipulate the Kaiju number 6 powers, like fucking Eri was manipulating the aerial drones and Gundam Witch from Mercury and shit, which is like cool or whatever. But the fact remains that Kafka is still not doing shit really. I don't know. But I think, and this is the thought that popped into my head while I was listening to you guys talk, and I think maybe we all have this fear in our subconscious that Kaiju might get fumbled like My Hero got fumbled, right?
Mhm.
I to be fair, I think Kaiju is far off.
I know, but I'm just seeing the signs because zone hops, never a good sign, right? Stalling, never a good sign. The impromptu flashback, never good. Like when things are about to get good, we get the impromptu flashback. Normally that's a death flag, but oftentimes it's like a stall tactic, which is never a good sign. Plus, it's like, okay, to be fair, I enjoyed the Leno background, but I also would have appreciated it way earlier in the series. Like for someone who's been what do they call the secondary protagonist, the deuteragonist? For someone who's
Mhm.
been that for damn near since chapter 1, like to only get his background now is a little crazy. Um,
Yeah, that is true.
so I don't know. I'm just seeing some signs of mismanagement that give me My Hero vibes. I don't like it. And I really want Kaiju number 8 to succeed. Um, but there's something that's just throwing me off. I don't know. The vibes are off, man. Um, even with this being a good chapter, the vibes feel off.
You know what I think it is? I think it's because we don't know if this is just an arc or this is the finale. And
if it's a finale, there's too much shift left unsaid for it or too many unanswered questions to be a finale. That'd be terrible.
exactly, that's when you say vibe, that's how I feel.
Hmm.
I don't know. I don't know where this fits in all of the kaiju shit. Because there's all these captains. We don't know shit about. It gives me Bleach vibes too. I don't like Bleach for the same shit. I always thought Bleach kind of fucked up in some ways. Because to me, Bleach was all pizzazz and just no substance. Like it looked cool.
Hmm.
All the powers are cool. But like we don't we don't know shit about these captains. None of these characters that surround Ichigo really gets that fucking shine. And it's just like, what the fuck are we doing? And I guess that's kind of how this feels. Like, we now know all these different captains. We now know they got these kaiju suits and they have specific powers and only certain people can use it. You just dropped that a motherfucker could basically go Super Saiyan with their fucking suit.
Right.
It's just like, fam, like, where the fuck are we going?
Yeah.
Where the fuck is this headed? Is Kaiju number 9 like the last thing or what? Because this is the only thing we've just had focus on, and I feel like it's always just been a training arc. Like Kafka just joined the goddamn
Japanese anti-kaiju defense force.
They just joined. Matter of fact, we're only like 100 chapters in, 101.
Yeah.
So in that sense, it's like, yeah, you build up a lot of shit, but like, there's so many fucking questions. And like there's so much shit. It never even hit that we don't know shit about Leno. It never even hit.
Yeah,
So
that's true.
I completely understand the vibe thing just being off because it's just like it's just so much. And I feel like we're just on for the ride with no explanation. And now it's just like, all right, fam. Nah, you gotta tell me something. What the fuck? You gotta tell me something.
Yeah.
And even still, like, okay, now we got a Leno background. It's just like now I hear what you're saying, where it's just like a little too little too late. They did give Leno shine with the suit, with the when he got the Kaiju number 6 suit.
Yeah.
That been put right there as a way of just being like, yeah, actually, no, I gotta get this shit under control if I'm gonna be with Kafka. Because then it hits harder because he did it.
Yeah.
He fucking did it. Yeah, I get what you're saying. I agree. That was long with it, but I get what you're saying, and I agree. I understand your frustration.
Well, anybody else have anything else they want to say on it?
Nah.
Bryce?
Nah, I'm Kaiju number 8. Like I'm just with it. It's got a lot of steam. I'm just like TJ said, I hope it doesn't like go the route of Bleach or My Hero Academia. I really do, because it's a great series. Really cool with the powers and with everything. But yeah, that's all I gotta say.
All right. Well, what we got next?
Jujutsu Kaisen. That would be me. Jujutsu Kaisen, Gege Akutami, Chapter 249, Inhuman Makio Shinjuku Showdown, Part 21. God damn. Sorry. 21 parts in this bitch. Where do we leave off? Rika has entered the chat and she is pissed. How would I summarize this? Oh, Matt, you kind of put it well before we recorded, and I guess my note was like kind of in tune with what you had to say, because it's kind of like a setup, and it was recapping essentially what we didn't get to see between Yuta decapitating Kenjaku after the comedy battle, and then this last fight with Higuruma and Sukuna, right? Review. Honestly, it's rare, but this is a Jujutsu Kaisen chapter where I don't really have much to say. Baby Tengen looks like fetal position Voldemort. Um, ain't going to be any more body hopping for Kenjaku. Yuta made sure of that. like, like,
No
like with
resurrections this time.
extreme prejudice. Hey, no respawning, nigga. Like, game over. Unplug that controller, dog.
The Respawn Hall of Fame. That's what we need to call it.
Like, bro. Oh, he might be on your mount. Yeah, he might be in your Mount Rushmore for that. Sukuna, his expression hasn't even changed. Like, and what the fuck is that hollow mask shit on the crazy eye side of his face, bro? Like,
Yeah.
I have a theory that he probably was about to go full on. Because remember, this is me digressing a little bit, but remember Maki's cousin who turned into a curse,
Mm-hmm.
and they can like evolve into different forms. What if Sukuna having the forearms, belly mouth, and was like part of a greater, nastier form, and that weird piece of hollow shit that's on his face was there was like a bigger version of that was on his, you know what I'm saying? Like, what if he was about to evolve into a point where he lost consciousness and he like stopped the evolution or some shit? I don't know. It just feels very like I'm gonna stop my hollowification vibe to me. But he didn't stop it early enough because he's got four arms and a belly mouth. Um, all that to say, we might also need a Sukuna side story because they said that nigga was once human.
Yeah, and that's like when, nigga.
Yeah, like at the dawn of time. Anyway, um, and then also because why is it that Tengen also has like four eyes? What's going on? Are those niggas siblings? Anyway, pretty bold of Yuta to punch Sukuna in his belly mouth. What if Sukuna just bit his hand off?
I'll be
So,
wondering that, fam. Like I'm not punching Sukuna in the stomach.
I don't trust it. So why do you have a belly mouth, and also why does your belly mouth have teeth? Um, the domain expansion, crazy. Yuji not getting hit by the sure hit technique, also kind of crazy. Because Yuji's inside of Yuta's domain, so how is he not being
Mm-hmm.
affected? Does it recognize that he's an ally or some shit? I don't know. I forget. I'm not at this point. I'm not trying to go back to read another wall of text. I did my time.
Yep.
I did my time, bro. I'm not trying to make sense of this anymore. I tried, y'all. Anyway. I guess we know what the plan is now. They're trying to get Megumi's body back from the sunken place. We'll see. We will see. Cause my last bullet point is this. I don't think they're gonna win. Sukuna is too calm about this and already had like we figured out what their plan was through Sukuna, dog. So like he's always somehow 17 steps ahead, abandoned hope. This is Jujutsu Kaisen. Like
Mm-hmm.
we knew what time it was when Gojo couldn't even survive the series. The strongest couldn't even survive. So like, yeah, I could see this might be kind of fucked up. I could see this ending with Yuji surviving, but Sukuna rules the world. And it's like Sukuna's just killing everything Yuji could possibly love just to torture Yuji. Because there still is like this obsession and this downright like methinks Sukuna doth protest too much. Like he's always quick to be like, you're boring, this, that, and the third. But there's something there. Anyway, yeah, they're not winning this round. I'll pass the mic over to Matt.
I'm always down for my boy Yuta. Always. Always rocking for my boy Yuta pulling up. I like that he's involved in the story. But yeah, when he was like, oh, so y'all finna do this, 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 and this, I was like, well,
Well, well, hey, you tried.
yeah, you're right. Hey, nigga, I tried. Like, No, man. I feel like I was like seeing Yuta even go through his head about whether he should have been there or not. And then been like, no, I did do the right thing because he's right. Like, if he didn't have Rika there to pretty much stop that demon wave that
Mhm.
Kenjaku turned himself into, that would have been crazy. But I don't see him faring better. I don't see them necessarily completely failing, but this shit ain't this is definitely not gonna go how they want it to.
Mm.
I'll just say that. Um, and with that, Bryce, if I passing it to Bryce,
Yeah.
I understand the plan, but I'm just like, nigga, where's Sakura gonna go? Like, I understood you gonna put her back in your body. The nigga clearly has a way to fucking figure you out. Like, I don't know.
but Sukuna said he's the only person who can suppress him.
Right, but like the nigga now knows if I take over and just make a nigga eat a finger, I can get
Well,
out of here. I think Sakota's smart enough to just do that. I honestly I feel like if Yuji like just went and ate a fucking hot dog, all of a sudden Sakuna gonna fucking take over, run into a nigga, make him eat a finger, and then boom, Sakuna's in another. Well, I guess not everybody can get like control Sakuna. I don't know. Yeah, like y'all said, the fact that Sakuna figured out the plan, they're kind of fucked from jump, but maybe this is kind of the rise up for Yuji, and just seeing Yuta and Yuji together as characters is really cool. Um, for some reason, I feel like Yuji is gonna have something to do with Tengen if he's really gonna be the one to take out Sukuna. Maybe Yuji eats the Tengen baby. I really
Whoa,
wouldn't.
huh?
hey. Hold on.
Am I
Hold on.
am I
I don't think you're out of pocket.
Mm,
Hold on, Matt. Let me finish my thought. I don't think you're out of pocket. I just don't I don't like it. like I well,
he too
I know
big
it.
or
It's
he
like
too loose.
I know what you're trying to say, Bryce. It's just
Nigga say, I just don't like it. He either too
yeah.
big or he too loose.
big or too low? Hey fam, I'm calling how I see it, fam. I think this nigga Yuji about to
See
eat.
it differently, dog. Like you just said he's gonna eat a baby, bro. Like
Bruh, listen.
there was another way to say that.
I saw a nigga that uses infinity as a shield get cut in half. All right, this nigga Yuta is married to a demon curse lady, and then you got a nigga that almost took out one of the greatest antagonists in this series with comedy. We passed that point, TJ.
I
We
don't feel like these are genuine comparisons that you can make to eating a baby. like, like this
we.
is apples and eating a baby, Bryce. That's not like
Hey, bro. Hey, bro.
I don't know if there's an A, bro.
yeah, for real, dog. Like
this nigga Dakota got to be stopped by any means, bro.
I I feel like there are several steps you're skipping. Like,
Steps,
like before
steps.
you know that meme of the kid
What
like
steps,
stepping
TJ?
into the seventh step or whatever. Like
Tell me the steps, TJ.
I don't
Tell
even
me
think
the
eating a
steps.
baby is even the final
What they
step,
gonna do,
bro.
TJ? What other options do they have? Because I don't see no. Who else they got, TJ? Who else?
I mean, technically speaking, the angel's still there. She like the host is still out of commission, but the angel is still there.
The
I feel like they even
host
mentioned her
is
technique in this chapter because Yuta would have the ability to copy that technique because technically speaking, he is the copy ninja of the jiu-jitsu world, right?
maybe Yuji puts the angel in his body. Maybe that's how they. But I'm just saying, like the baby is an option. It's honestly it's a good option.
All right. I was just all right. I don't necessarily think, well, I don't think it's him eating the baby because I can't even believe those words came out of my mouth. Bryce, what have you done to my life? But like I think it's more so whatever the absorption ends up involving, right? Because Kenjaku's end goal is to have Tengen absorb or merge with humanity. So what other way could he potentially merge with Yuji? I don't think it's gonna be eat the baby. If it is eat the baby, I might have to stop reading the series because at that point it's like, what the fuck are you even doing, Gege Akutami? But all right, whatever. I relinquish my time. It's all about my bad, Bryce. I just thought, go
Maybe
ahead.
he cruises with the baby. I don't know, but if Yuji is the main character, he's the one that's got to see Sukuna, and if he's got to jump that power gap, what other way is he gonna do it? He can't kind of have like this almighty, unbeatable uh uh expansion,
Hmm.
you know. And even if he did, it's gonna take a while to do that. We ain't gonna do no time skip for this shit. Sukuna is here and now.
Yeah.
Shit. So I don't know. That's just my thoughts. Um, I don't even know who to pass it to. Shit.
We all went. We got something else that we gotta talk about now.
Oh, yeah. Shit. Well, there you have it. Let's go to the next. Oh, right. It's me now, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. We got some new shit for y'all. Are y'all ready? All right. Now we already discussed it. We're not gonna do like a big recap. We're just gonna go into it. Our new series that we're covering is Martial Master Asumi. Uh,
Marshall Mathers Asumi?
Martial Matt. Did I say Mathers?
No, you said
No.
Did I
master.
say
He's
Mathers?
just
Mar-
trolling. He saw the joke, he couldn't resist it, and he
I
did
couldn't.
it.
I'm not even mad, honestly. Now I'm gonna hear this shit. I'm just gonna hear Lose Yourself playing in the background while I'm reading this shit. But yeah, we're going into the latest chapter, chapter 31, titled Kawada. And of course, pretty much where it's in the finale of the fight. Asumi had let Koronama take him down, and Asumi counters with a triangle choke. Um, Koronama has been really putting in the work, really having a good plan against Asumi. But of course, that Asumi style has some stuff that's not really predictable. Asumi gets on top of Koronuma and gets the I want to say the gets his arms around his head to kind of help with the choke, and eventually Koronama taps, and then we kind of get a flashback of everything, and they have like a very sweet moment at the end where Asumi hopes that Koronama, doesn't retire and keeps on fighting, but he's like, fam, it's that time. I'm done. I'm gonna put that time in with my family. And really, we kind of get like a kind of like I guess like a box area where Kuronama's just like, yo, like, this is just one of them things where I just can't keep up, and it's not realistic to just keep going, especially when you got people like Asumi and his brother that's
Mm-hmm.
doing these fights. Um, and we finally get like an interesting little panel between Asumi and their grandfather, talking about their brother, um, and just kind of this gap that Asumi has with Kazlo, um, and how he could tell Kazlo that his grandfather that their grandfather called him strong, but he's like, nah, you come home to hear that shit. So it's interesting to see the family dynamic and the drama unfold. Very interesting promo that that Asumi did at the end. I think he's kind of becoming his own when it comes into the MMA sphere. He's also becoming more and more passionate. So how this plays out in the future is going to be very interesting when it comes to opponents. Speaking of the future, it looks like we're going to go back into another tournament series. 16 male featherweights and 8 female straw weights under the age of 20, all carrying the future of MMA in Japan over their shoulders. So, of course, we're going to get hopefully we actually get more people from the gym inside of this tournament. And I don't just mean Asumi, I mean his homie. I can't remember his name at the time.
Yeah.
Um and the girl can't remember
Now,
now. Yeah. So hopefully that happens because if we're gonna have like I don't get me wrong, Asumi is a great character, but I think it's interesting to have a good foundation of people around him. And if they all doing MMA, let's see the fights with them too. I understand having a wanting to be a little bit different from what it sounds like with Hajime no Ippo. But also from hearing you all talk about it, it's definitely good to kind of have characters to go to with their fights to kind of give the main character some space to maybe train or go over some things and do things like that. So
yeah.
um, I love Martial Master Asumi. I think it's very rare to get a good martial arts manga, let alone an MMA manga. Um, and it's very detailed. I don't think I've ever seen a submission done like what Asumi did to Koronuma. But I have no doubts that that is something that can be done. Yeah, I absolutely loved it, and I am going to pass it along to TJ.
I think right now, in terms of all the martial arts manga I've read, when it comes to MMA, I'm gonna say Kengan Asura. I haven't read Kengan Omega yet, but Kengan Asura actually does more accurate drawings of submissions than Martial Master Asumi right now. Because if you look at the triangle that Cosmo caught on Akoya and I believe it was round 2 of the Kengan Annihilation Tournament.
Yes.
The detail on that triangle was insane. Like really, really good. Because it's really hard to draw grappling moves. There's so many components you got to take into consideration, angles, people's limbs, etc. And Kengan does a good job. But needless to say, Martial Master Asumi, it's become one of my favorites. Look, good for Nito. I think he's a real bleeding heart that may or may not serve him or backstab him later on in the series. And also good for Yoshi's MMA, the local MMA gym that Nao's dad runs and that, they're all a part of. Again, that triangle choke finish with him using his arm to kind of cover the gap between Kuronuma's arm and neck was cool. Ashoka Genius, especially like kind of doing that mounted inverted triangle. I like how it's also showing the thrill and the agony side of things, which I thought was also a fairly realistic take on the chapter. Specifically, this last arc was essentially the veteran versus the young up and comer, right? The veteran's on his last legs, like, hey, this might be your last chance to really make a run for the title. And the up and comer's like, I'm hungry. And with Nito, it's like I gotta catch up to my brother Kazuto. So it was just a good setup. And it's crazy because, technically speaking, Kuronuma may have cheated because he had the inside scoop on the Asumi style because he works part-time as a nurse at his dad or at the grandpa's adult daycare facility. But Nito's just something else. And we also got to talk about how Nito set his ego aside and started studying his brother's tapes because technically speaking, his brother was also using the Asumi style live and successfully before Nito even did. But there's still two different fighters, right? Where Kazuto really excels on the striking tip, Nito really excels on the grappling side. The ultimate goal is for real to have the brothers fight, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's also to see if they can shock Grandpa Asumi out of his dementia, right? Because one thing that they established early on in the chapter is that the dementia seems to have been triggered by the loss of the father, right? Asumi, I should say Nito and Kazuo's dad, precipitated, or I should say, subsequently followed by Kazuto leaving the house, right? That may have precipitated the early onset dementia that now the grandpa is dealing with, but who also seems to be really alive when he's teaching martial arts or practicing. But we'll see. I'm a big fan of this series.
Me too. Me too.
Yeah.
Very, very good read. Like I said, it's rare to get a good martial arts manga. Rare. Gotta take it how you can get it.
Yeah. Well, all right. With that, what was everybody's favorite chapter this week?
Nagumo.
Yeah. The
Nagamo Days. Nagamo
Yeah.
Days.
Nagamo Days. Yeah, I'm with it. Nagamo.
All right. Well, with that too, let's switch over to our topic of the week. Name an anime protagonist or supporting character that just ain't shit and why.
You gotta have a list.
I just went with anime protagonist. I literally just did one. I'll go first.
Okay.
You guys ready?
That's it.
Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, Hohenheim.
That's true.
The nigga is basically a god. Like, no fooling, no jokes. Like the reason why the homunculi exists is because of him. Like
And he definitely got the power to stop all of them.
Everything that transpired in this series is actually his fault. High key.
Yeah.
He left his kids to fend for themselves. His youngest son spent the majority of his childhood as a suit of armor. He ain't shit. That's it. That's all I got. Hohenheim.
Okay.
What you got, Bryce?
I got one on my particularly. The thing is, I feel like I'm cheating because it's not. I don't think a lot of people talk about this anime, but like
Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann. Yeah, you're right. I'm kidding.
wow,
I'm kidding.
It's called 91 Days.
You've mentioned this one before, right?
It's a good one. It's like a anime based in like the the Prohibition era. It's actually based.
Man,
yeah, no, literally.
The main character, Angelo Lagusa or Anvilio Bruno. This nigga ain't shit. I understand that the dude want to get revenge, but like,
yeah,
but like when the one person you got, it becomes at their expense in the worst way possible, and then you semi become best friends with the nigga that you trying to kill. Yeah, man, you ain't shit. You ain't shit. I can understand why you do the things you do, but you ain't shit. Cause the way this shit went south, sir. Nah. I gotta shake my finger. That's one of mine. That is one of mine. I'm looking for the rest of my damn list because I had a couple. I will pass it along if Matt has one.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I got one. I had Light from Death Note.
Yeah.
Nigga was trying to be God, bro. Tweaking. What's wrong with you?
Yeah. Oh, okay. I got it. So mine, he's my favorite character, but he ain't shit. Spike.
Spiegel?
Spike Spiegel ain't shit, bro. I didn't realize it just as an adult watching the series. Like this nigga really ain't like the Bebop is weird in that niggas is just on there because they have nowhere else to go and they just work together. But like this nigga Spike would just drop his whole thing with Jet just for some shit that he should have just got over years ago, nigga. Like, first of all, is Vicious ain't shit? Yes. Is he a killer? Yes. He was your homie and you fucked his girl.
Yes.
Did he cross the line? Absolutely. But you definitely fucking presented the line to that nigga.
Wait, what?
Yes.
You
never knew that?
presented the line.
You presented the line.
That's why he ain't shit.
I'm not done.
Oh,
Okay. Second off, nigga, you didn't tell Jet you used to be in the Red Dragons. That's something
that is fair.
Yeah, that's something you kind of bring
fair.
up.
Yeah.
you tell a nigga you're basically the son of the leader, and the nigga just died. You don't think that's something you should tell somebody?
That's true.
Especially if the other son, your brother, know that you alive and now's in charge. Bruh, Jet wasn't even involved in that shit until Spike came on the crew. And he probably just joined because he ain't had shit else to do. Not only that, let's just talk about the fact that this nigga Spike is just stuck in the fucking past. Despite the time Jet is telling you, bro, you should really let that shit go. Like, you should get over it. It's like, nah, man, I'm stuck in it. No, you fucking shouldn't be. Like, your entire life, you are shown examples of what the fuck happens if you just don't fucking let go of the past. That's all the show is about. Niggas that don't let go of the past, just getting what comes to it, because the past just eventually it comes back. So yeah, one of my favorite characters, but he ain't shit. As an adult, I'm like, damn, I fuck with Jet way more. The nigga he just on his ship, fucking cutting bonsai trees. I mean, he does have his points where the past come back, but at least he fucking goes about it the right way. Yeah, that's it.
Anybody have any other ones they want to add?
The third Hokage, he knows what he did.
Third Hokage ain't shit. Yeah.
Yeah,
You know what?
he wrong.
I'm gonna add. I have to add Kakashi to that list.
No, I gotta add the fourth Hokage.
He said no.
No, fuck all that. I'm sorry, Bryce. No, I'm honoring yours too. Yours not wrong, but that I did. Well, now that we talking about these Hokage niggas, let's talk about the fucked up history of these Hokage niggas. How about those niggas ain't none of these niggas shit?
Ain't none of them shit. Yeah,
bro. This man,
even
dad,
Hashirama,
reason you alive. No, we gonna let him rock.
wasn't wrong, but you know damn well your brother shouldn't have been Hokage. You know damn well.
Yeah. Hard R Toby Rama.
Hey, nigga had a point.
Whoa.
I'm just saying, maybe the Chihas need to either be left to themselves or, just not.
Whoa.
You can't have emotional niggas like that running around, bro. That type of emotional power. You can't do that.
That's not old now. Well,
so you're in a war. You and your brother. Your brother dies in said war, and you feel like now you need revenge. Why? Because you didn't think your brother could be a casualty? Bitch, it can happen to you. It can happen to anybody. It's war.
and for somebody that hold your brother so sacred, nigga, you straight up took his eyes.
Crazy. Or going back to the fourth, this man's dad. You would have nothing without him. You got this boy living in squalor. Nigga ain't got no friends. He been wearing the same orange jumpsuit. The nigga had goggles. He ain't even had no headband.
That nigga live off ramen. His sodium got to be insane.
That's why the damn fox so damn angry. All that damn salt.
All that damn salt.
Sodium high as hell, nigga.
Niggas just got hypertension.
Man, that's why he always gritting his teeth and shit.
I got 9-tailed gout.
9-tailed gout is crazy.
Supposed to do about my gout, Naruto? Say the tail beast ball, nigga. This is blood. I'm coughing.
Hey, nigga, he trying to take over the body so he could get a better diet. Nigga's killing me in here. What
One
the fuck?
vegetable, just one. Give me one.
Please.
This is a village hidden in the leaf. We can't find a salad.
All this vegetation, none of it edible. This is insane. I should have destroyed y'all niggas when y'all had the chance. This is just, this is a mercy kill.
Right.
Niggas is killing y'all selves.
Yeah. Most niggas in Naruto ain't shit.
Yeah.
Like Killer B faking his death because he just didn't want responsibility.
That was fucked up. Like your brother thought you was dead. Your brother.
Niggas mourned you, bro.
Niggas, they almost started a war. It did start a war. It did start a war. He's like, yo, I'm about to kill all y'all niggas. Oh, well, war, nigga. All right. Damn. B. you wildin', bro.
You alive? Uh-huh.
That nigga said, my brother alive, I'ma kill that nigga.
Yeah, he won't be. My brother still living, he won't be.
Man. Killer B was a wild nigga. Who else ain't shit? Who's some secondary characters that ain't shit?
Yujiro.
Who?
Yujiro. Hanma Yujiro, Baki's dad.
Yeah. I mean, but that's kind of given. That's kind of given he ain't shit. Who else ain't shit? Nami ain't shit. Nami ain't shit.
It's not nice.
Well, I
It's
can see it. Like post time skip.
nah,
I
she
mean,
be the fuck out of him. No reason.
aside from taming, was it the cloud, Big Mama's cloud? Has she really been doing much?
She just navigate. Actually, if
Has she
you
even
want to
really
make the
been doing
argument,
that? I feel like she's just been causing trouble. Or just
she
manipulating Sanji or whatever. I don't know, man. It's just
I mean, the Straw Hats are pirates, so they kind of ain't shit off of principle.
are the Straw Hat Pirates, bro? The only Straw Hats are like the fucking Blackbeard Pirates in that series.
Nah, the Blackbeard pirates are some different evil shit. Like
They're actually pirates, though.
they are pirates. They are definitely pirates. Um, Blackbeard is definitely on some any nigga that's just like, yo, I leave it up to fate. Nah, that's a scary motherfucker. Nah, bro. Nah. What you mean you leave it up to fate? I don't like that shit. There's whatever happens, and it's just if it's my time to go, then it's my time to go. But I'm still gonna be out here wilding. Hey man, you should really use a condom. Hey man, fate has it for me.
Huh?
It is what it is. That's the type of nigga Blackbeard is, bro.
All right. Well, this has been the topic of the week. Matt.
Well, with that, thank you guys for checking us out. This has been another episode of the Now Mind You podcast. You guys can check us all out on social media. You can find me at Matt Hambrick. That's MatThambrick,
Instagram, Tuss Skate, TUSS4_SKATE. Bryce.
You know what's crazy? I did it. It didn't even occur.
Please just do your outro, Bryce. Please, please.
Bryce. Instagram AXE_ONCA, baby. And where they find us at.
And they can find us at Now Mind You Podcast, wherever you like to get your podcast, and wherever you like to get your YouTube content, wherever you like to get your social media. We are in all of those spots. Appreciate you guys. Peace.
That was crazy.
Peace.
Peace.